Guys, do you recall the last time that I reviewed a desktop speaker system? Probably a really long time. In fact, the one that comes to my mind right now is the one that I'm currently using as my daily driver, and that is the Creative Sound Blaster Katana. If you're interested to learn more about that, you can check it out right over here. But basically, I haven't looked into upgrading my existing audio setup here in my studio ever since I switched to the Katana because it was everything that I've wanted in a compact package. Albeit, it is an expensive set coming in at around $300, but I'd still say that it's worth every penny because it sounds amazing and I love listening to music every day on this speaker system. Anyways, today we're checking out a set of Bluetooth speakers from Logitech that's geared towards a completely different demographic. Not gamers, like what the Sound Blaster Katana was for, but for people who just are into, cleaner and minimalist setups, but also not having to sacrifice on sound quality. Meet the Logitech Mx Sound, priced at $100. This is their latest addition to the premium Bluetooth speakers, but it's also clearly meant to complement a typical desktop setup as well. So let's check this out right after this.
It's time to try something new with the K900M mechanical keyboard by Zain with Kale Brown switches, onboard macro recordings, and absolutely gorgeous RGB illumination with the white frame. Even your dog will go nuts. Check it out in the description below.
Alright, let's address the obvious, the design. It certainly does not look like a typical 2.0 desktop speaker system if you ask me, but Logitech has been redesigning products to complement an elegant setup. We've seen that with the MX Master 2S mouse, the Craft keyboard, and now this, the MX Sound, and it looks quite unique. I really like what Logitech has done here though. The circular chassis is made out of hard plastic materials and it feels rock solid in the hands. The silver accent rings also adds a nice touch to the aesthetics, and the graphite color matches the Master 2S and the Craft keyboard really well. So if you're looking for a unified setup, this is an excellent accessory. The drivers are covered in the soft fabric material, which again adds to that aesthetics that I talked about earlier, but I'm worried about maintaining that in the long run. It could easily pick up dust or just grease through handling, so keep that in mind. Now, this is a Bluetooth speaker system as well, so it doesn't have to be paired with a desktop for it to fully function. You can add this to your living room setup, maybe your kitchen if you like to listen to tunes while cooking. So from a setup standpoint, it's fairly simple because all you have to do is plug in the AC cord, connect the left and right speakers, and pair the system to the device of your choice. Speaking of connectivity, the ports are located at the right channel speaker. We have auxiliary in and PC in that both use the standard 3.5mm connector, an RCA port for the left channel speaker, power in, and a 3.5mm audio output to daisy chain your headphones, for example. This is a 2.0 speaker system, so don't expect a dedicated subwoofer to enhance the lower end frequencies, but Logitech has integrated port tubes at the back of each speaker to enhance the lower range just a little bit, and I'll talk about that shortly. With a total 24-watt peak output and a 12-watt RMS, expect a balanced sound signature. Plus, given the slighter 10-degree tilt on each speaker, the listener can position each unit to better suit their sound staging. Controlling the MX Sound is pretty intuitive. The actions use a touch interface and they light up when your hands cross a certain perimeter, so they are motion sensitive. You only have 3 options to work with: volume up or down and Bluetooth pairing. Speaking of Bluetooth, this system uses the 4.1 standard, so you can connect up to 2 devices and take advantage of Logitech's Easy Switch feature. This basically lets the user switch between different audio sources seamlessly without having to fiddle around with controls. Once you've paired the 2 devices, just pause the audio playback on one device and press play on the other. It just works. And if you have the MX Sound connected to a computer via the 3.5mm cable, the switch feature still functions. Here's a quick demo.
That is the sound that will make Fred happy. Oh yeah. Nice.
We're like friends. I am Chandler, and Joey, and Pam is Rachel, and Dwight is Kramer.
Ah, here they are. Guys, wondering if I could get your help for something? I am looking for a new joke.
Hey, what is up guys, I'm KBHD here, and welcome to iPhone 10 launch weekend. I'm sure your subscription box is doing just fine.
Alright, enough about features, let's cut to the chase and discuss the sound quality. And you know what? I had to double check Logitech's pricing for the MX Sound because for $99, this thing literally blew my expectations for a 2.0 desktop speaker setup. I love listening to music, especially ones that emphasize on a lot of vocals, and the MX Sound delivers great detail on the high ends with good stereo separation as well. The integrated woofers handles the lower ends alright. I mean, it doesn't have that punch when compared to the Sound Blaster Katana, but that comparison doesn't make any sense because both speakers are priced differently. But thankfully, I didn't notice distortions at higher volumes on the MX Sound, so that's nice. Albeit, I wish I had a subwoofer to complement this setup, but it is what it is for a 2.0 desktop speaker system. Most of my testing was done both in wired and wireless mode, and I was barely able to notice any quality difference, so that was great. The Bluetooth range is also fantastic. I was easily able to move around between my office and my living room downstairs without experiencing signal cuts, so that's awesome. Now, can you actually get away with some gaming? Probably, but if you're hardcore into that, you'll be disappointed with the way how it treats the lower ends, but casual users can definitely take advantage of the clarity and the detail that the MX Sound brings to the table. Here's a quick sound test.
Say goodbye to cables, it's time to enjoy wireless audio with the Corsair Void RGB gaming headset with a light and comfortable frame, low profile mic, on-headset volume control and mic mute, plus dual side illumination. Check out the Void RGB by Corsair, the perfect way to hear your game.
So to conclude, the MX Sound is a fantastic 2.0 desktop Bluetooth speaker setup for your desk at $100. It's designed really well. I really love the clean and minimalist approach here. The fabric material is nice, but be mindful that it can easily pick up grease, and I'm kind of worried about maintaining that in the long run, but that's okay if you take care of it properly. The easy switch feature is by far my favorite part about this guy because I can easily switch between my iPad, my BlackBerry, and my desktop without having to manually go through controls and switch that. And I really wish that that feature was available with the MX or with the Sound Blaster Katana. You can only ask for much. Now, when it comes to sound quality, I was really surprised at what Logitech was able to offer in a 2.0 desktop speaker system. This thing sounds great, especially if you're into music that emphasize a lot on vocals. And you know, if you're really looking for good stereo separation, the MX Sound does a fantastic job in that department. Now, this isn't targeted towards gamers out there because it doesn't come with a subwoofer, and you won't be able to experience the sound engine that's built inside games that take advantage of the lower ends to give you that immersive experience. It's just not going to be present with the MX Sound. But if you're someone who's currently rocking, say, a $20 or $30 desktop speaker setup, and if you're looking to upgrade to something a little bit better, pick the MX Sound. You'll definitely not regret it. Well, that concludes my review of the MX Sound from Logitech. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this Bluetooth desktop speaker system, but most importantly, what setup are you guys currently rocking? Is it way too high-end? Let's say you spent like $500 plus on your desktop speaker system, or are you looking to upgrade, and would you consider this as an upgrade from your existing setup? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Ibor with HardwareCanucks. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more similar content, and we'll see you in the next one.